AtomPlayed.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah,
EllipsisBreak.
I know who
Playing
these
for the
people
first
are.
time. Is that right?
According to the data.
Maybe they've been playing in other events, or I'm familiar with them elsewhere. There's an Ellipsis something speedrunner. Speedruns Marble Madness, a lot of NES games. They have an NES link as their display pic, and I'm drawing a blank or a break whether or not this is the same person. So I either know a lot about this person or none at all.
What I know is that they're really impressive because they can plug in a USB cable the correct way. First try.
A fearsome opponent, truly, for AtomPlayed. Has a 1-4 record across the past 2 mystery tournaments, has returned for a 3rd time. They're hoping to be stacking blocks. I'm sure we got a game somewhere in the pool that involves stacking blocks.
Well, I mean, there's obviously the art of balance.
That is the block stacking game.
I can't
speedrun.com and
I can't believe Art of Balance was the most hyped match in all of MT16 or whatever it was.
That was so I watched Jorf play that. He was on a mission to play all of the Wii games. A friend of his gifted him a Wii with like the homebrew channel and everything on it. And so he was like, well, time to play every game ever. And so he went on WiiWare and he made a big list of like, let's play these ones. And Art of Balance was on there. So he played it and we all loved it. We were like, we just all loved it. And then Internet Dirigible separately, sort of like Newton and Leibniz independently discovering calculus. These two occurrences happened independently. Internet Dirigible had found and played the Art of Balance and wanted to submit it to Mystery Tournament. And so I, having seen Jorf play it, was like, you need to do that. That will be excellent. And it was.
It really was.
I'm trying to look up Ellipsis on speedrun.com to try to figure out.
Shed says that the Ellipsis you're thinking of is actually playing Marble Madness 2 right now, so it's probably a different person.
It's a different Ellipsis, okay.
Probably. You never know. You know, Marble Madness is a trackball game. You can play that with one hand. Oh, we're playing a cool game. We had a PSP game earlier this tournament, Cube, where you're a cube. And in this game, you're also the thing that the game is called. Isn't that funny? And it's also like a very strange thing to be.
Isn't that funny?
The coincidences keep stacking up, like a stacking game. We can have a look what they played. This is a front 2 match. Both players have won a match. EllipsisBreak winning in Metal Storm against Mr. Moggy. Metal Storm, a game about flipping gravity and shooting bosses before they blow you up. There was that boss with the laser guns. What, I remember Mr. Moggy getting like the least lucky you could possibly get several times in a row.
That's a cool game. I love the sprite. The big chunky robot trundling around.
Yeah.
We've had that a number of times in Mystery Tournament, and it usually goes pretty well. Usually people are like, oh yeah, that was neat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a well-controlling game, which is basically all you need for a good NES game, I feel like. If your character controls well, usually the game is good.
Yeah. AtomPlayed and Lexi played What Goes Up, which is a game I'm surprised to see return to Mystery Tournament.
Why? Did you not like it the first time?
I didn't like it very much. I don't think it's great.
Okay.
But it's there's a bunch of platforms floating around in 3D space, and you're a guy, and you can throw out these little drone robots, and you can turn them into like a trampoline and jump on them.
What?
Watch out for the frogs; they'll eat you.
You're just saying random stuff, right?
No, I'm pretty sure that's what that game is.
No! What? What? You're a
All right,
guy?
you tell me what
You
goes
can
up
throw
is.
out drones and you gotta watch out for the frogs?
Is this? Oh, I'm thinking of all that's left. Okay.
What the hell? No, what goes
I
up?
perfectly described a different game. Is what happened.
Yeah, but it sounds really weird and it sounded like you made it up.
It's very real, and it makes sense that that one was not resubmitted to Mystery Tournament. So what is? You seem to know what goes up is.
Yeah, what goes up is a puzzle game where you have a grapple hook, and it turns out there's no gravity, but you cannot actually like jump very high. You can only jump up one, and then you can use your grapple hook in order to navigate yourself through the level and also pull and push some blocks around in order to give yourself more things to stand on. Didn't we commentate this together? I feel like we commentated this together. This was the game where we talked about the background hinting where you have to put the blocks.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So that was a win for AtomPlayed, a win for EllipsisBreak. They find themselves now on the front two, about to face off in a game where you play as the thing in the title of the game. There's your big hint. It's Super Mario Brothers.
Yo, the Super Mario Bros. Well, no, it's like a thing, like a cube, right?
Okay.
They mentioned like a game like chair, and then you're the chair.
I am bread.
Well, that's even more literal. It's not that bad.
What about when the game is the verb that the game is, like getting over it?
That's pretty good. Or maybe like an ability you have. I don't really have an example, but something like dash, and you're dashing. But like in a movement way, not in a beautiful way. Probably also in a beautiful way.
There's got to be a game I can think of that fits that description.
Alright, chat. What's the game? That's Revolution. That's a good one. I like it.
You do dance. You dance.
And
do you revolve?
Sometimes you do. There's like step charts where you gotta spin.
Right, but does anyone actually do that, or do they just put their hands behind them and grab the bar? And
yeah, and then they stand in the center, slightly like 45 degrees turned, and yeah, that's why Pump It Up is better. And stuff like Step Maniacs, for example, that has 5 buttons, where you can't just stand in the middle because the middle is a button. Sounds crazy.
What are we listening to? Simpsons Hit and Run. Wolves stole my pills!
No way.
Do not put a whistle in your song. Just don't do it.
I kind of like it. This reminds me of, you will not get this reference, an Asterix and Obelix movie. Do you know Asterix and Obelix, or just Asterix in America?
I've definitely heard of both of these things.
There's a movie where they go to like a tropical island that is supposed to lure them into giving up their quest to conquer Rome. And this kind of song plays on that island.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just weird for me to bring up. I agree.
Nine entrants. All those reject racers are fired up and ready to play video games.
Yeah, I'm in here too. Well, I'm not, I believe. Alright, check it out. Do you want to know the game where you're the thing that the game is called?
Omega Number already knows it, sort of. They managed to get it somehow from this impossible description.
Are they playing that Mercury blob game, maybe? They're playing that Mercury... Well, the second one, actually. The second Mercury blob game. This is the sequel to Mercury, called Mercury Meltdown, by Archer McLean. And Idea and I talked about this before. The first game in this series is called Archer McLean's Mercury. It's like Sid Meier's Civilization, right? Or
American McGee's Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, or Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. And we looked this guy up, Archer McLean. He's a nobody. like the last game he made before Archer McLean's Mercury was like some weird pool game for like the DOS or some home computer or something like it.
Yeah.
We
Did
couldn't
not have
figure
the
out.
pedigree that some
Yeah.
of these other name putters had. That's for sure.
Name putters. He made International Karate on the Commodore 64. I don't know, it was just weird. And that's the part I remember the most. Alright. Let me figure out audio.
So what do I know? Only that first game, and the second game is gonna surprise me with.
No,
some
it's the same
stuff.
thing. The only difference is that it's cel-shaded. Like, the graphics are noticeably different, and as a kid, I had both these games. I hated the sequel because of the graphics.
Okay.
I thought the first one looked way cooler, but also I was a child. Is this the game music? I did not expect this. Sounds like Dragon Quest. Alright. We're ready. We're gonna beat World 2. So that's like all these test tubes you see, that's one world, I believe.
This sounds like a
We're on
VII
different
boss
screens,
fight.
by the way. Maybe I should have said something, but hey, it's not my problem. Here we go.
This is the joke boss fight in Final Fantasy VII. That's the music we're listening to. All right, we're into this other menu now, and into the proper menu. So a slight lead for AtomPlayed.
I mean,
You are a blob. You want to get to the exit, but first,
we're watching the
gotta-
cutscene.
well, AtomPlayed loses half of their body.
But yeah,
the meter
so
on the left shows you how much there is of you.
So, like you said, well, like I said, you're the thing in the title. You're a Mercury. You can go into these little, like, UFO things to change your color. And we can see that the finish on this level, that EllipsisBreak is walking away from, is yellow. So you gotta be yellow to clear the level, which AtomPlayed is about to do.
Successfully staying on the level this time.
So in the original game, the
No, you gotta-
goal bar on the left will tell you how much
Enter
you
your
need.
high score. Enter your tag, please. Please enter your tag. Please enter your high score. Okay, now you can play the game again. Play the first level again? Sure, yeah. Please.
Enter your high
Please let me
score after
improve my
critting.
time on the first... Oh, so frustrating.
Oh, EllipsisBreak ran into the same issue. Back to level select. Sure you want to quit? Yes. So in the first game, there was a line at the left of how much Mercury you needed to clear the level. It doesn't seem to be a thing here, but we do have these switches, which will require. Also, here's color theory. Look at the top right. We got a thing. We know that blue is not part of yellow, so AtomPlayed has already messed up.
Has turned completely green. If you go into blue, you become completely blue. What you need to do is have a separate you that is a different color and then merge with them. And so that's what all these points are doing around the outside of the level. You can run into those to split your body.
Let's see
Oh,
who can figure this out first.
AtomPlayed is mixed purple, but then then turned it red immediately after, and now is out of time. Which has made him sad, but nothing else seems to change.
He's very sad.
All right, red and green obtained.
That's yellow. Then we gotta be maybe white to go on the finish. I'm actually not sure. Oh, why do you go
Seems
green
that way.
again?
Yeah, that was not
Should
good.
have stayed yellow and just added half blue.
Needs to either pierce again.
But Ellipsis has like a really tiny one. I think this is enough to go yellow. Yeah, it's only about like the binary of it, right?
Yeah, it's not like, oh, 90% of your body is this color, so when it mixes, it's going to be mostly that
No,
one other
ellipsis-
thing.
But no, don't become blue.
Same thing that AtomPlayed did.
And
So we got
no,
cyan.
don't become blue.
Oh,
What are
no.
Blue. Cyan plus red equals silver. Mercury.
It could be that they haven't quite spotted the top right has this guide.
I'm sure there's a pastebin that tells them.
Green and blue and red have been obtained, so Ellipsis just needs to reform without changing colors.
Oh, AtomPlayed
AtomPlayed
is
as well.
right.
Level clear.
And Ellipsis is gonna clear it too. Let's combine teal and red to make silver.
So this was the one I've seen before. This level was very familiar.
Okay. So the first one isn't as cartoony. It's like realistic in quotes. And I prefer it. But the levels kind of suck.
Did we not have a color vision restriction on this one? This has happened sometimes. We're not super diligent about accessibility restrictions. I've noticed a couple of color games have snuck through. Hopefully the players do have color vision.
It will be a problem.
Yeah.
Alright, we want to be red. Oh, here's this laser thing. This will shoot us and remove some of our Mercury. It's basically a turret. But it turns the wrong way.
I did not expect it to turn around.
I don't get lasered too much. Only get lasered a little. Or not at all, I guess. Unclear to me when this thing fires.
There we go. Snapped ellipsis a little bit. I mean, that's nothing. Who cares about that?
Yeah, especially since right now we don't have switches that require an amount of Mercury. Those are definitely coming.
This timer's running out again. I don't think it actually impacts anything.
It makes the fat size.
Oh.
The fat size. The
but then
face
he's
set.
happy. He's happy once he gets the level clear, though. So who cares? And then very shortly behind comes Ellipsis.
Oh, the cursor remembers your position on go to next level at least. It's very nice. Here we have gates. You can only go through the gate with the right color. There was a blue gate there right next to the finish and like between the finish and the blue painter. And that's really just a one-way gate basically.
Players seem to be sort of equally skilled at driving the blob around. No big change between them.
Yeah, close
moving
race.
Through these straightforward levels.
Oh, this looks puzzling.
Oh.
We
start with
two
a green
blocks,
and a blue.
and they're kind of the wrong way around.
Yeah. Blue gets in and interacts with the thing and doesn't need to hold it down, so it's good. AtomPlayed changes the green from blue, which seems like not a good thing to do.
Also, look, there's a teal gate there.
Yeah, the finish requires both.
Yeah, but why is there
Ellipsis
a teal
does
gate?
not reform.
Blue. No, you can't go through the blue. You're green.
I'm really starting to worry that they don't quite have color vision. I don't know. Ellipsis gets the blue in and out, reforms with cyan, but is not going to be able to activate the green gate, whereas AtomPlayed
I assume not.
is out of here.
Oh, it's gonna leave this guy in here? Is there a point to this? I feel like not.
No.
I mean, like, it's not... There's nothing against it. There's also nothing for it.
It does pull the camera out in a way that might be kind of
Don't combine! Oof. Scared.
That's gonna work out okay. But AtomPlayed build on the lead a little bit.
Maybe you could do a cool jump here? From the ramp to the finish?
Oh, the conveyors are pulling the Mercury apart. Much of it has been lost.
Doesn't matter. Okay, look, EllipsisBreak is gonna go around like 2 curves here. Here, and then there's a ramp at the top here. And I wonder if it's possible to like YOLO it over there. But I don't think so.
Yeah, the blob is not very fast.
You do have analog controls, so Like you can shift it a little bit, and maybe that's kind of what we're seeing a tiny bit.
AtomPlayed is interacting with a bridge.
Should take more of a running start from that little ramp towards the finish to make it up the bridge.
Yeah, I guess they want you to jump. You can try to split some of yourself off and like activate the bridge.
Oh, that's probably it, honestly. It's way smarter than what I was thinking.
But that seems like not easy to do. There isn't a lot of room. There isn't a like obvious point to divide your body.
I mean, the only other thing I can see is taking a running start on that ramp.
This level is the music. Okay, so you can divide yourself. AtomPlayed loses everything immediately afterwards.
Oh, this thing is probably too small to even divide. It's like in Loco Roco when you only have one left.
Maybe it's lighter so it can get up the slope easier or something?
What? Almost. That face.
No seesaw. Ellipsis had the two pieces, was trying to engineer something there, didn't work out.
Yeah, it's trying to do the thing where you split up and press the button as your right half is on the bridge.
It really seems unintended to break your body against the side of this thing. I liked what AtomPlayed had going on with a really small bit of... Oh,
I don't like this.
Didn't work out at all.
Well, what the hell is it?
I think if your blob is smaller, the physics are kinder to you on getting it up the ramp.
Oh, has a really small blob here. It's yellow. Alright, just wait. Wait!
Ah,
where are you
there's
going?
a gap. The face was not happy about that.
Oh, AtomPlayed has
AtomPlayed.
81% of yellow. Gonna be a good score. Oh, unless you jump over the finish.
Oh.
Okay, EllipsisBreak is gonna get it. Don't jump on the finish.
Players staying even.
Look at this level, it's all radical.
It's the rock music.
Oh, the
kicks
skip!
in. They're going for a skip.
You gotta get the green, probably.
You could have maybe rocked back and forth till you got over the exit, but I think I like just dropping down. Oh no! AtomPlayed couldn't decide whether to save one piece or the other, and just sort of expertly guided both of them off the edge. It's allowed EllipsisBreak to take the lead. Coming around the bend. Needs to slow down on this wide turn. One final hairpin, loses a lot of the body across the line just fine. This music has Wii game energy, I gotta say. So the blob has been forced into some narrow crevasses here. And red and magenta just fused and made more magenta, rather than some kind of weird in-between color. Everything's been turned green. We need yellow at the end. Green and magenta are probably going to combine to white. Wait, AtomPlayed has a piece of blob that's like outside the level. Alright, it's falling back in. EllipsisBreak has a chunk of green. A red just went off the edge. That's going to be necessary to get through the final gate, so... guiding a second blob over to red. I think both players just having a lot of trouble deciding where their focus should be. Oh, AtomPlayed mixes on top of the greenifier, and so ends up with nothing but green. There's yellow now for Ellipsis. And AtomPlayed. And we are going to be neck and neck.
I think that was really close to not being enough. That's one of those pressure switches.
Oh. I'm not even sure if the players are aware of that. Alright, we have a very vertical level. I like the idea of AtomPlayed having two pieces and making only one of them green in case some color... I mean, you can see the goal is cyan, right? So having one blob be green and one be blue, it is going to be necessary. EllipsisBreak, actually, already in position to clear. Oh, there's just a cyanifier along the way.
Okay, so in English, what is Quicksilver?
Is it just Mercury? Is it just another name for it, or is it something else? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. In German, like the literal translation of Quicksilver, Quacksilber, means Mercury.
Yeah, it's just Mercury.
Okay. Alright, EllipsisBreak quickly realizing, I mean, there's only one way you can always go.
Right.
But doing pretty quick work of this level. Oh, that's 100%. That's gonna be a happy face. Yeah, there we go.
It's winking even.
I think we're still on World 1. Stage 13.
That seems right. These have felt like very introductory levels still.
Where you gotta do like a wall ride. Whoosh, like NASCAR.
Just like NASCAR. Alright, super easy level. Staying on those slopes was really no problem at all.
Yeah,
you don't even have to,
yeah,
like...
they're not really tilted enough. Oh,
yeah.
That's fine.
If you tilt it, you can just completely overcome the angle and
yeah,
just make it flat.
It's like in Monkey Ball, when you can tilt more than the incline.
Okay, so the green's been coaxed down to make yellow.
What the hell is
Let's
this
see
thing? A
what's wrong with this
teleporter?
just then.
Oh my god.
Wow.
The magnet. But it's the wrong pole.
There's really only one option here. And even though it's kind of unclear like what is going to happen. Both players get through just fine.
Also, the way you go up that ramp also reminds me of Monkey Ball, where you can control in the air, despite that not making any sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, video games often give you control in the air. Sometimes we get sort of fidgety when they don't let you control things in the air.
So this level is bait. You don't want to collect any of these things. You just want to combine everything and just go to the finish, which is right there.
It's right there. AtomPlayed is already in it. It's just all about the extra tasties. If you want those, you need to make sure you maintain the right colors.
But not even that much. I thought maybe there was gonna be a red gate at the top, but no. Just gotta maintain at the bottom.
We got 2 goals.
2 goals. So the question is, does the red one stop moving? Nope.
It does not.
It's probably fine.
We can use the curved nature of this shape in the middle to sort of finesse the blobs, right? Yellow gets to slide along without red going away too far.
Oh, no, what? Like, do like top left and then top. I think that's
Get
the
them
direction.
both aligned at the bottom as well, if you really want to be very careful about it.
Combine them.
And...
Gotta do top left. I think if you do top left and then top, they're gonna work out.
EllipsisBreak. Doing some menu stuff.
Wasn't done with World 1, I think. Right?
They cleared a level, and I was waiting to see which level is next in case I missed them very quickly solve this one.
But did they do the one with this one? That
That's what I'm
AtomPlayed is doing?
wondering. You can solve it very quickly. I would believe that it's possible. I missed them. Just solve it immediately. Normally the chat jumps in to remind.
Yeah, chat. I know you've been paying attention and you're like, commentators. They always miss everything. He did do it.
Yeah, Ellipsis did it. Just did it super fast.
And then let's... Oh yeah, it says back to level select as your default option. And there's a bonus level! That I'm gonna assume the pastebin tells you not to do.
One level lead. It's not a big one, and there's a whole world left. I guess in terms of levels, though, this is kind of a long one.
Oh yeah, the pastebin says beat stage 16 to unlock the next world, and it kind of implies go there.
I guess so. I'm going to assume if it does not tell me to do a bonus stage, then I will not do a bonus stage.
Yeah, that's really smart. Like, if you see a stage you don't have to do, you really shouldn't do it. That would be really dumb.
So this is another long level where it's just like stay on the course and do not fall off.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot left at the end, but maybe that actually helps. Because it does seem like you go faster.
Also just have a smaller hitbox, you're gonna bang into less of these
Whoop.
corners. Whoop!
Adam, where are we going?
Going for a big skip.
Probably thought that you spawn inside the level, which I agree makes a lot of sense.
Uh-huh. Okay, we got a more puzzly level. Lots of ways to divide, lots of colors. We need cyan, we need magenta.
AtomPlayed thinks you gotta stay on top. AtomPlayed is forced to not go on top, so that's good.
Blue and green, get a cyan, which opens the way to magenta, which is,
Blue and red.
Yeah, but you're cyan, so what does that mean?
Just do blue and red.
Just break into
It
blue and red,
overwrites.
okay.
We'll probably make 2 bolts. Yeah, I agree. Ah, look, they kind of line up. That's neat.
It does seem... I watched like a magenta and red combined, and I think they just were magenta, you know? I think the mixed colors sort of take priority over the primary ones.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because you don't have mixed colorers, right? There's no mixed painters.
Yeah.
Also, yellow is a weird color. I feel like yellow shouldn't be red and green.
I know what you mean.
Like that's like a glitch in the universe. And they didn't bother fixing it. They were like, oh, wait, we ran out of colors. What is
blue and yellow making green? Something about that feels right to me.
Better
mixing pigments or whatever.
Yeah, that's like a weird thing, right? The difference between mixing light and pigments.
Yeah. What switch is left? Oh, we just need the gate. Oh, the goal is white. Okay, so cyan
red.
and green
Red.
is not good.
Red.
We have blue and green.
I mean, he's kind of got everything, which is fine.
We have red, green, and blue. Okay.
We just combine everything.
We're back to normal. AtomPlayed still has a number of gates to hit, is being very careful to combine and make yellow. Not sure what they're being so careful about. Maybe trying to preserve their little blue that they've got? No, they're trying to turn white and trying to go straight to the exit through gates that are not open. A lot of time spent turning the wrong color. EllipsisBreak running away with it now.
Yeah, and we are more than halfway through the goal. There's some red. We do want to be teal. So we're probably gonna need some kind of... not red. Everything but red.
Ellipsis finds a switch. It requires
there's a key thing. Oh, there's a mixed painter.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those. That's what you meant. I thought you meant like a 2/3 blue, 1/3 red sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. There's only 6 colors.
Magenta is the color that AtomPlayed has made. And that opens the way to the exit, but white is needed to actually clear the levels.
Green.
So
This
in this time,
no!
EllipsisBreak has
Adam!
finished the next level.
Adam had a blob that was green and one that was pink. And as everyone, well, as someone who watches the top right image thing knows.
Yeah,
They're like, or anyone who has played the game Virtue's Last Reward for the 3DS, I guess. That makes white. Didn't have to go through the blue painter at all.
The red is way up there. It's kind of run away. AtomPlayed is corralling it back in. But meanwhile, EllipsisBreak has got some ramps that'll let you jump to a nearby. Oh, it's got tunnels. The ramps just get you out. Thank God for these arrows that let you know where you are. So the goal is white. Ellipsis is red and hitting a switch that maybe requires... No, sorry. You can hit it with anything. 2 of these switches are green, which has unlocked access to the whitifier.
This level sucks.
Oh. EllipsisBreak almost jumped a small blob directly into the exit. But there we go.
Nicely done.
AtomPlayed is cyan. The goal requires cyan. The switch requires cyan.
He's got the level rotated differently from Ellipsis, so it looks like a completely different level.
I know. Alright, a cyan gate and a yellow goal. Yellow is pretty different from cyan. There's red in there. Green and red switches. There's only a green painter though, so far this is pretty guided. It's tough. You know, oh, if I were to split myself off so I could keep some green, that would give me some versatility in this puzzle solving. But then you've got these 2 things that you need to be maneuvering and preventing them from touching each other or falling off. As EllipsisBreak is like, whatever. We're all red now, and now we're all green, and it's fine. Also, I guess that switch was not, that gate was not cyan, it was green. There's the split. Half is going to stay inside nicely. The other half becomes red. Excellent control.
It's not going to run away.
Hmm.
Down and right is going to work. Yeah, nicely done. But we ran out of time. Sorry.
No, look, happy face.
Happy face. I think the time is one of the things to do to get all the good test tubes in the mid-level select. Like there's a cork on top maybe if it's time, or maybe that's when you get 100% or something.
Yeah.
Look, this is for monkey ball level.
A lot easier than a monkey ball level, over and done with.
Ellipsis is like 3 levels ahead. AtomPlayed is going the wrong way, I think. It's the bottom one.
White. Yeah, it's trying to...
Doesn't even see that there's a bottom one, I think, because the camera is like lower tilted.
I wonder what... They can spin the camera. I don't know if they have control over zoom or anything.
But they have to. Different.
I guess.
Oh, we got a new element. This is the woo-woo element. We go onto the ceiling and into the sky.
You mean stage element. I was like, titanium? Helium? What is it?
Helium! We're just flying away!
I don't know what kind of chemical reactions you can cause with Mercury.
Doesn't Mercury like eat gold or something?
I have no idea.
So I think the controls are reversed at on the ceiling.
Yeah. I think it's one of these things where you're controlling the level and not the blob, and so upside down, it would result in the reverse.
Ellipsis can just jump down here, yeah. Oh, but not there!
Shoot.
I was unable to tell if that was wrong as well. Just the nature of this relatively fixed camera angle. Could have rotated the camera.
Did not switch to green for this switch, so has to go back, get green, hit the switch, get both, and get to the yellow exit.
During
this time
the angle,
coming into the left a little bit. Nice.
100%. And the smiley face. Probably didn't get all the things.
AtomPlayed green hits the corner for the split, gets it. Alright. Platform moves when you get on it. The goal wants you to be white. I would assume this is... Whoa! One of these just sort of race to the finish levels. Maybe intentional? Like, if you are faster when you're smaller? Easy.
It reminds me of Zombies Ate My Neighbor. It's a SNES game where every level you're trying to rescue all your neighbors. But if one of your neighbors dies, then the number of neighbors you gotta save in the next level goes down. Except if all of them die, then it's game over. It's kind of like that here. Maybe throwing some Mercury away on purpose is a strat because you go faster, but oh, then suddenly you're closer to death.
What is with these platforms? Do they just slow you down, these dark ones?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
They're like a cheese grater.
Couple of easy levels. AtomPlayed just getting to this tricky upside down level. We're going to see a different perspective on it with the camera controls, so this seems harder to deal with, and yep, those are definitely reversed controls.
Oh my god, we're a lot of Mercury. And we need all of it. You can see on the left there's like a little helping thing. Tells you that the pressure plate needs 100%.
Important.
But we can just combine things willy-nilly. We're gonna end up white. The only thing is that potentially we will lock ourselves out. But no, I think there's opening gates everywhere.
Yeah.
So we should just combine willy-nilly. Got like a thing on the right that needs to move to the left, not up. There's a pink gate. Still has a white one. Like here.
What is this?
Oh, sorry. That's a pressure plate for a collectible.
Okay.
Yeah, it just needs to get everything to the left. So both of these white ones in like this part of the level. There's one still here that he doesn't see, and it's gonna waste time.
AtomPlayed transfers to the ceiling. Controls over to the cyan.
And it's gonna jump to the left. Oh, jumps down. Smart. That's like safe. You know that's something you can do.
Has the shadow too for the remaining drop. Ba-da-ba-da. Just break us through.
AtomPlayed is loading into level 9. EllipsisBreak into 12. And there will be 16 stages.
Very hard to catch Ellipsis at that point. If there's a thing, then standing on it doesn't do anything, so we're moving on. We got enemy cubes.
I guess. What the hell is this?
If an enemy touches that, does something happen?
I don't think so. But maybe we have to stay. Maybe it's a moving platform or something?
We gotta do something. Ellipsis managed to pen it into the corner, so it does seem like you can control where it goes.
Nah.
Sokoban detected.
I think it's just stand on the platform, it's gonna move.
I think I've seen this race before, and a memory of something kind of surprising. And my brain is immediately going, it would be pretty weird if you had to corral those enemies onto the Switch.
Oh, yeah, actually that makes sense. It really doesn't look like it's happening though.
They move really kind of fast when they do move. So annoying. EllipsisBreak definitely feels like these guys are the key, though. I'm glad we've started some real nerdy chemistry talk in the chat.
Have you heard about Ice 9?
I've heard all about it, man.
What are we doing?
This is tough.
I don't like this. This makes me uncomfortable because it makes me think
Look,
like,
look,
oh.
look.
Oh, it's like
Go,
turning.
Go. Yes.
It's like turning 90 degrees, and when it can't... That's cool.
Oh, you gotta do it again on the other side now.
Yeah, but that's fine. No, you know.
Well done by EllipsisBreak for spotting it. I'm pretty sure we've seen this be a real problem for some other racers. Ellipsis is like caught against the cube. Okay.
Just has to stay top left. Top left.
Well, sort of. It might go back to the bottom right.
Well, then
sometimes.
stop it. Yeah, I guess it's better
Right.
bottom right. You're right.
Okay, good block.
Just because of like the circle movement.
Platform activated. AtomPlayed in this big level with all of these pieces. I would start at the furthest away one and guide that one forwards and just hope that as I'm guiding that one, the other ones are also kind of shuffling along. Oh, it's restarting the whole level. These are just trinkets. I would probably just merge white and go, yeah.
So we know that there's no pressure switch in this level because the left bar doesn't have a thing. It's probably the wrong way.
Yeah, there's a trinket there.
Got some big points out of it.
Oh, actually kind of hard to get back. Finds a sort of wall mover to get over the ramp.
Oh yeah, this is cool. This turns your Mercury hard. So you can go across these happy trails.
Oh.
Are you impressed by my knowledge of the word happy trails?
I don't think I know. Is that a pinball term?
It is a pinball term.
Okay.
Let's see. I thought it was like a regular term that just is used primarily in pinball, and then you were like, "Whoa, that's a really obscure term that you know, Maurice."
It was a very obscure term. I only guessed from the context that it would be a pinball term. We got another enemy. I don't like the part where you have to corral the enemy. I think it's kind of tough. Happy Trail Hamster Ball. I do remember that game. Yeah, the enemy, like, he's like, oh, can't go this way. Boom, goes the other way, right? There's no, like, turn and then look and, like, you just got to be ready. And once he's moving, he just keeps going. He will step on you. He will push you. He is unstoppable.
Ellipsis did a really good job of recognizing earlier that bottom right was the right one. I feel like in this case you want him to go this way. Lock him here so that he goes up.
Oh.
But gets it anyway.
So the goal has been released.
That's fine. It didn't waste time or anything. You got to do both of these. I was just gonna do this one again. It's a waste of time. By the way, AtomPlayed has discovered entirely new camera angles over here.
This is a good camera angle.
It is.
It does make the controls probably feel kind of weird.
Ellipsis. And here. Here.
Sorry,
Stop
where?
moving! Stop moving! Oh, that was good.
Is that gonna work? That is.
Yeah, it always turns right.
We're red. The goal is open. The goal requires red. The goal is had. One final glob here for AtomPlayed. Oh, the white needs to go to the yellow, because you must be white in order to enter the final area. Yeah, just go get it. Just go slam down into it. It's fine. Nope.
It's missing this yellow thing, but can just get it with the white thing? Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, gotta stay on the switch a little longer. Oh, there's two goals in this one.
Goals.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what's going on here? EllipsisBreak on 15. Very close to being done.
There's a magenta switch. Camera panning out to reveal a bunch of trinkets that don't really matter. What'd the switch do? Have we hit that one before? Lost the pieces, gonna need to restart. AtomPlayed needs to discover the secret of the cubes. That's the Super Mario 64 name for the star on this level. Seems to have identified cubes might play a role here, and pretty quick.
Ba, 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 ba.
And they've got it. Even faster than EllipsisBreak.
We're restarting level 15. But this doesn't seem like a huge stopping point. I'm not sure what these switches do. Like, are they teleporters?
I think they bring the exit to the middle.
Oh, that would be very helpful.
Yeah, I think you just gotta hit
just
both
do
the
it one
switches.
at a time.
Yeah.
Why EllipsisBreak seems keen on doing it at once, which doesn't seem possible with these slanted platforms. Or at all, really.
Would be very difficult.
Like, what's the plan here? I guess? But why? Why?
I don't know. It's not what I would do. AtomPlayed with the second cube, but of course, like you said, it always goes right, so...
The only explanation I have is that Ellipsis already tried to press each switch individually. Oh my god. And it didn't work.
Oh, AtomPlayed gets on either side of the cube with a split. Nicely done.
Alright, here we go. Ellipsis.
Cyan hits
This
cyan.
thing.
Magenta.
Gonna pull the other thing, and then I think that it's just gonna kind of solve itself because of the slopes. Oh, get into the crusher. For style points.
Oh, there's some piece that's just rolling off in the top right.
Who cares? Get in the crusher. Boring.
Gets
In the
split,
crusher.
Performs.
No, you already saw it go crazy. I wanna see it go crazy. Oh, almost accidentally went in the crusher. This will work, but it's boring.
Cyan's in.
Don't tilt too far. No, don't tilt too far. Nice.
Ooh, the split. The roll gently into the finish.
Nicely done.
One level left.
Yep.
AtomPlayed with a huge launch off of the wall. The upwards crawler manages to save a tiny little bit.
Oh,
it's too small.
This is not gonna work, is it?
Oh, and you have to like perfectly ride.
Yeah, no.
Maybe get against the wall.
Maybe
Between the wall and the rail.
Alright.
The exit is cyan and magenta.
Oh, green. This is correct. This is gonna be solved pretty quickly.
Oh wow.
The gimmick of this level is like
cyan
stupid invisible walls, but who cares?
It's over.
Just bottom right and then like kind of
Yeah.
jiggle in there. Oh, there's a wall
Jiggle
again.
in there. even knew to go around the wall. That's a dot done.
Successfully jiggled.
43-30. Congrats to EllipsisBreak. Moving on in Mystery Tournament 18. It's a winner's match, so AtomPlayed is not eliminated. I wish I knew what makes the tab where I get to draw things that I have open, what makes it decide to play sounds or not. Every now and then it just yells at me because I forget to mute it.
I've got it muted and my browser remembers. But it's probably if you clicked on it. Because browsers, like a few years ago, they decided you need to click on the website for it to play audio. Otherwise it's not allowed to, which is good.
Probably a good decision. AtomPlayed had enough of the sauce in order to go along the habit trail. On to 14. And we're joined by EllipsisBreak. Hello.
Hi. Those cubes are a bad mechanic.
You spotted them. We've seen other racers take even longer figuring out what the heck is going on. What about them particularly do you not like?
It's so finicky to deal with them. They turn to face you, and you have to time it just right so that they actually stop moving, because if you are anywhere near in their line of sight already, they just won't move and they'll skip the direction and they'll just go somewhere else. But so you have to let them start moving, and then you have to be there at just the right time to get them to stop at a specific moment, and it doesn't fit the game. Everything else in the game is so much more methodical, and then there's that almost reflex-based thing where the puzzle really wants to go away.
So there's a couple spots where you can position yourself where the cube turns right. So like you can put yourself here such that when the cube hits you, it's now going to turn right and it's going to go where you want it to go. So there is a methodical puzzle way you can approach it. But also this additional, this reflex, or you could split yourself and cover all of the sides of it that you want to cover.
Yeah, I tried that at first. That was my first idea for what they wanted me to do, but then if you have to micromanage so much, because if there's anything there already in the column, it just won't go. So then you have to manage all of the locations with the correct timing, and it's just,
definitely harder, easier as one blob rather than having to be precise with two. So aside from that, though, there's lots of other stuff. There's gravity flipper.
Yeah, the gravity caught me off guard. I saw it in the paste bin, and it still caught me off guard. I had forgotten about it by then, so I just launched myself off of the level a couple of times. It was great.
That was both of you. What else? Color mixing. I think maybe this one didn't have a proper color restriction on it. We'll ask sometimes when we give a game, do you have proper color vision?
No, I don't have any issue with that.
Okay. Yeah. It became pretty clear later on. It was fine.
Yeah. The splitting was really interesting, because I can see there's probably a whole lot of advanced stuff you can do to get through levels really quickly by splitting a whole bunch of extra times.
Yeah, we noticed there were times when you're like, I'm green and I need to be red for this next gate, but I could split a piece of myself off to be red and take care of it and keep this green, and maybe I need it or maybe I don't, but I have it in case I do need it. But it comes at the cost of having to manage this extra thing on the screen all the time, and a lot of the time,
if they ever touch, then you were just messing up everything you were ever trying to do.
Yeah, so it seemed like more trouble than it was worth for both of you a lot of the time.
Yeah, there were times when I wished that I had, but it worked out. Level 2. Tell me about level 2. How well did I do in comparison to the other player there? Because that was the one where we had to figure out what the heck was going on with the game in the first place.
The first color split level. I want to say you both did a lot of incorrect color changes. Maurice was definitely
yeah.
like, no, not blue, no.
Definitely did.
Yeah, I think both of you went through a learning process there. Oh, AtomPlayed's got the correct split on, I believe, the final level.
Let's see here. There was one. I think that one, the stage 11 in World 2, the one that it starts you split up into like 9 different orbs.
All over the level, and you need all
that
of
one,
them.
That one actually, somehow it all worked out and everything just turned white no matter what I was doing. I'm not 100% sure that was always going to happen or if it was just a fluke there. That was the level that was worrying me the most out of all of them. And it just sort of worked out eventually, and I would not be surprised if I just got really lucky on that one.
I think it favors the more advanced color. Like if you have cyan or something and it absorbs blue, it'll stay cyan. It won't flip to blue.
Maybe that's what railroaded me toward the correct answer.
You don't lose color, you only gain it. So as long as everything sort of funnels up towards the goal, you'll get there. Kind of like AtomPlayed did. 49:23 is going to be the official SRL time. It seems like they're also going to come in and talk to us. And in fact, they're already here. Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations on finishing.
Thanks. Yeah, I figured I finished. I was pretty close when everybody started dunning.
Yeah. Ellipsis immediately started complaining about the cubes when they got in here. Just completely unprovoked.
Oh, I was provoked.
I don't blame them. I don't understand how those cubes work at all. It took a while.
It was, we've had other racers get hung up on the cubes a lot, like just not understanding like it needs to go on the Switch even. But both of you pretty quickly, I think, figured out there's no other thing that could happen here.
Yep, it was just figuring out how to make the cubes actually go there.
Did you feel like you had a handle on the, well, what, if it turns right, that makes it a clockwise sort of motion that the cube wants to follow?
No, I didn't at all. I was just like, let me just try to block as many paths as I can until he goes where I want him to go.
A brute force approach.
I didn't realize there was any other way.
Yeah, well, the cube always turns clockwise. So, like, on every level that has a cube, there's basically one magic place where you can just wait, and it will follow and hit you, and then end up exactly where you want it to go.
Huh. That would have been good to know. Oh well.
But, I mean, it is slower than if you are really good at wrangling it. And there were a couple times where you were able to make it go where it needed to go right away.
I think the first time was a complete accident, and I was like, oh, if I stand in its way, it goes where I need it to go. Okay.
Well, a bit of good luck goes a long way.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, do you have color vision? I think we forgot to ask. Normally we sort of screen for those sorts of things.
Yeah, I do. That would have been hard without color vision.
Right. So, like, have you played a game or something that sort of required you to be mixing colors?
Not really. With the color wheel in the top right, kind of help. But, I mean, nothing like this before now. Outside of, like, marble games where you roll a ball, no.
There are marble games that
comes to
require
mind
colors?
is The Witness. Because there were a whole bunch of color mixing puzzles in that one that were, on principle, very similar to this. It's just a different input method.
I think I remember seeing people play that, but I've never played it.
Yeah, people have strong opinions about the greenhouse section of The Witness, one way or the other. But no annoying cubes in that game. A different sort of puzzle game. Neither of you seem to have much trouble on the sort of obstacle course type levels.
Yeah, the action levels, yeah. I saw those as basically free.
They were pretty much free, yeah.
Well, it's good that there's a couple of breathers, a couple of easy ones between the hard ones.
That was nice. It took me a long time in the beginning to understand the color changing mechanic. I just didn't get that and sat on level 2 for a while.
Yeah, same. I was just asking about that. That level, just figuring out what this game actually is and how it works is level 2. And that
Yeah.
I was imagining that had to be a roadblock.
You both came out of that level very close to each other. Especially early on, it was basically neck and neck.
Interesting. What was the turning point?
I don't know if there was any one particular level. It was just sort of a slow creep further and further ahead.
Yeah.
The way these things go sometimes. But overall, pretty close race. And neither of you is eliminated. This was a front 2 match, so you're both still in it.
Nice.
EllipsisBreak, you're going to winners 3, which is a pretty sweet place to be.
Yeah, I'm happy about it.
Well, best of luck to both of you in your next matches, and thank you so much for coming back to Mystery Tournament, for coming and being a part of things, coming and racing and coming to talk to us.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good game.
Good game.
And with that,
Hold on, I can't believe no one pointed out my really clever pun in the post-match message. Come on, not a single person did chat like, "Ho ho, nice one, Maurice."
ho ho.
Like I came up with that. I felt like Albert Einstein.
It's pretty good. I think most people just don't pay attention to the text on the screen.
Yeah, I mean even I.
Honest, I bet over half of the people have already muted the stream.
Whoa, no way. They want to
They're
hear.
gone.
They want to hear calm voice Mythical 9 when we switch to this
Just
scene.
tell them about things that they can already see on the document that says when our upcoming matches are going to be. If you don't have that document available to you, here it is in beautiful, beautiful form here. 2 p.m. is when the action kicks off tomorrow. 2 races on the schedule, many more for the following few days, and I suspect more will be added over the next couple of days. There's a deadline in like 3 days for a particular round of the tournament. So there tend to be some last-minute matches squeaking in.
Winners 1 and also back one, I think, right?
I think so. It's a big one. There were 20 or so pending matches as of 4 or 5 days ago.
Oh no, it's winners 2 even. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 in winners, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in losers. 6, 7. So that's 11 matches in total. So we still have to see before January 12th, Friday.
It's only a couple days. So yeah, you're gonna see these matches for sure. But you're gonna see some more here on the channel, the Mystery Funhouse. You can follow us on Twitch. You'll see us when we go live, like all the other channels. But you could also join the Discord. You could ask for the Give Game role. There's a channel where you can get it, and then you'll get a ping whenever one of these races starts. And that way you can really get in on the action, especially if you wanted to join these races. These are open to anyone. We had, I think, was it 9 people in either this one or the previous?
Yeah, this one was pretty big. 8 people in this one.
Oh, right, you were the 9.
Yeah,
So that's the thing you could do.
didn't finish.
Particularly if you're like, oh, I'm interested in this, but like, oh, I don't want to join a whole tournament and have everyone watch and critique my play or whatever. You can just join the race on SRL, or even just download the game and play along without even joining the race if you were really so inclined. There's a slow on-ramp to joining the thing and having some fun.
I had fun.
Me too. Thanks for having me.
Alright then. So, see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. for 1UP40 versus That Is Car.
That's Car. We'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching, everyone.